And welcome to a new Disney World vlog. I am outside the hotel this morning, just waiting for my bus to Hollywood Studios. I've got myself a coffee and a donut this morning, which was $12.12. So let's kick off the total for today with that. I'm having a bit of a later start today, but that was kind of deliberate because I want to be in Hollywood Studios at night time. We haven't had a nighttime Hollywood Studios moment for a while. It's just coming up to 1 PM. I've already got my Genie Plus for this morning. I did take some screenshots of the times so that you guys could see what it was. So as it ticked over to 8:30, which is when I could book, if I'd have wanted Rise of the Resistance with the premium lightning lane, I noticed that that was at, I think it was around 5 PM when I logged on. I wasn't looking to get that today, so I wasn't trying to get one. By the time I had done my Genie Plus return time for Slinky Dog Dash, all of the remaining lightning lanes for Rise of the Resistance had gone. So as soon as off-site guests were able to book, it took the rest of them for the day. So the conclusion is you can get return times for the most part if you are staying off-site, but they might be for much later in the day because people who are on-site will have taken the earlier times. So I just wanted to let you know how that went, and I should also just add $15.98 to today's total because that was the cost of Genie Plus. And because I got a later start, I have already been able to make my second one 2 hours after the first. So I have a return time for Millennium Falcon as well. And I shortly will be able to make my next one, and I'll probably try and get maybe Toy Story Mania or something. And that's the good thing about doing it this way and having them later in the day, is every 2 hours you can make another one. So you can sort of have a few stacked up at the end of the day, and then you can turn up at the park and maybe do some of the shows and the attractions which have lower wait times. I think that might be my bus, so let's go and see. Okay, we are here at Hollywood Studios, just stepped off the bus, and I think today is one of the hottest days so far. And actually on this subject, I've just realised I haven't put sunscreen on, so I'm going to stop and do that right this second. And I put on my Instagram stories about when I wasn't feeling very well, and a lot of you guys commented saying that you've had the same thing. Some of you were saying you were out for like days, feeling really ill, sickness and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it really is the worst. I was so lucky it was just like a 24-hour thing, if even. I have once, I think back in 2018 or maybe 2017, whenever it was, I did have a few days where I was really sick, but fingers crossed it doesn't normally happen to me. But I'm sorry if that has ever happened to you guys. It is such a bummer when you wait for these trips for so long and then anything like that happens. And I think we will get to use the Skyliner later this trip because I do have a day where I'll be going from Hollywood Studios over to Epcot. And I love the Skyliner, it's awesome. So I just ran into someone in the restroom who was wearing these same ears as me, and I don't see these very often. They are Disney ones, and they were from a few years ago I think, but yeah, I don't actually see them all that often. And with it being lunchtime now, I think what I'm probably going to do is maybe try and do one of the shows, if one of them is on around now, Beauty and the Beast or Indiana Jones. I couldn't think of the name then, because we haven't done those for a while. I think I'm going to check out Pizza Rizzo for lunch. I've never eaten there before, and there is a snack I want to get today from Backlot Express, the Wookie Cookie, which kind of to me looks like the old carrot cake cookie. I don't think it is carrot cake, but it looks very similar to that, so we'll also try and get that at some point. Okay, I've just had to stop and get one of these because it is very hot, so I needed a cold drink. This was $6.17, so we'll add that to the total. And I should also mention that the bus took just over 40 minutes this morning. So Hollywood Studios was the second stop today. They went to Animal Kingdom first, and they also picked up at one other hotel. So it was probably more like 45 minutes. So yeah, I would say always just bank on it taking like an hour from off-site hotels, and then you should be safe with that. If you've got like return times and stuff planned, always just factor that in. It currently isn't time for either the Beauty and the Beast show or for Indiana Jones, so we're just going to take a wander, maybe wander over into Galaxy's Edge and around that area, and then we can do one of the shows. Oh, Kate would not be happy about this guy. He was looking slightly menacing there for a minute. Oh, he's found himself a fry or something. Now he's got an entire slice of apple. I reckon popcorn must be their staple diet with all the spillages that happen out of strollers around the park. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, there is a showing of Indiana Jones at 3:15, so I think we'll try and do that one. I'm going to take a couple of photos, I think, and I just saw a PhotoPass cast member. I think they were doing one of these like photo shoots you can book, so you can actually book time with a PhotoPass photographer and they'll take you around the park and take some pictures. So I'll definitely try and do that on an upcoming trip so that you guys can see what that experience is like, whether it's worth it and all that kind of thing. But I'm going to go and take a few myself for now, or maybe get a couple of photo pass ones. Okay, I've got a few photos, so let's head over to Indiana Jones now and see if we can get a seat for that. I do not remember the last time I saw that show, and it was closed obviously over a lot of the pandemic, and even when the parks reopened it stayed closed for a long time. Okay, it looks pretty busy. Let's see if we can get in here, but we're just going through the standby line here. And they've got some cooling mist fans, which is quite nice, I would imagine, if you're stood in this line, because it isn't undercover. And you can get yourself a beverage here before the show starts. Let's go over here. This actually doesn't look like a bad view. Okay, this is our chosen spot. Hopefully we'll be able to see pretty well from here. And they actually do have some nice fans going on in here, so this could be a good bet if you're looking for a break from the heat. And yeah, looking at where everyone's sitting, I think there is a sweet spot with these fans. If you sit just to the side of one, like to the side and behind, like I am, it's right on you, which is awesome. Okay, that was everything. I'd actually forgotten loads of parts of that show. I haven't seen it in so long. It was really, really good. All of the stunt actors and everything were amazing. And I think now I'm gonna mobile order this Wookie Cookie. If I feel like it's mobile and I can take it with me to Pizza Rizzo, I will do that and grab lunch and then eat it. If it's like on a plate or something and I feel like I'm not gonna be able to take it, I'll just do dessert and lunch in reverse, have the Wookie Cookie, and then we'll go and grab some lunch. It's actually 4 PM now, so that's a very late lunch and I haven't eaten anything yet today. It has come on a plate like this, so I'm not gonna carry it with me. That would be a bit of a nightmare. I'm just gonna have my Wookie Cookie, then have lunch. That's acceptable when you're on vacation. And this thing is a bit of a beast. It is big, I will say, and it does look like the carrot cake cookie, but this one is like a hard cookie, if that makes sense. So the carrot cake cookie, which is really hard to say, is more spongy. It's like sponge cake, like carrot cake, I would say. This is actual cookies, and there is some type of frosting in the middle. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It's not really, really sweet. I was expecting it to be like a heavy buttercream type thing, which I was a bit worried might be too much. It's actually not super sugary, it's quite light. I'm just gonna take this off because it's falling off. I don't even know how to begin. It is massive, and I would say this is definitely something to share. The cookies are quite soft. It feels quite solid when you pick it up, but they are soft cookies, quite chewy, and like I say, the stuff in the middle is quite light. So it's not super, super sugary, but I would definitely say split this. It is very, very big, but it's really good. Okay, I am gonna have to abandon this halfway through. I am hungry enough to eat it, but it's just a bit too rich, and I know I'm gonna feel sick in a minute if I don't eat some normal food. I might try and like get a napkin or something and bag it and take it with me. I don't know how well it will survive, but it is really, really nice. I just think this would be much better split, either as a dessert or just as a snack between like a couple of people. It's a bit like Gideon's cookies. I love them, but I don't eat a whole one in one go. I like to eat them a little bit at a time. Okay, that was really good. Oh, there's a napkin. This guy is being loud behind me. That was really good, but now I am really, really craving some normal food. So I'm gonna go and check out Pizza Rizzo, and we're gonna head into Galaxy's Edge. I've got my umbrella on standby. This is looking slightly suspicious that we might have a shower in a minute. I have to say, it really doesn't feel that busy today either, compared to some of the scenes I've been seeing. It'll be interesting to get into Galaxy's Edge, because that's obviously a very popular area. But let's get in here and check out Pizza Rizzo for the very, very first time. I have never eaten here before. Okay, why is the concept of dancing cheeses so funny? I don't know, but it is. This is a very big space in here, and as you can see, it's very quiet. I don't think we'll bother mobile ordering. Most of the pizzas are kind of $10.99, $10.49, $11.49 for a pepperoni and sausage pizza. They also have a meatball sub, a spicy Italian sausage sub, and they also have a salad tossed to order, which is $10.79. So here we have the vegetable pizza, which actually smells really, really good. It's like a personal pizza kind of size. I don't know if you can tell from my hand. Then you have a little Caesar salad, which comes with the cost of the pizza, and they have the blueberry acai vitamin water, which is my favorite drink at Disney World. They have it in a lot of the refillable mug stations. And I'm sat underneath a little staircase here. It is kind of loud in here, I will say, because I think it's just like a very tall building. So yeah, it does sound pretty loud, but it's the kind of theming you would expect for a pizza restaurant. Okay, let's taste test this pizza. That is really good actually. I way prefer that to the flatbread that I had in Magic Kingdom the other day at Pinocchio's. That's actually a really nice pizza. And for those of you wondering, Mama Melrose is back here. That's a table service restaurant that's Italian. It's really hidden away back there. And I actually really enjoyed that. I'm glad it wasn't French fries. I've had entirely too many of those the last few days. The Caesar salad tasted good. If I'm being really picky, the lettuce was a little bit limp, but overall I really enjoyed it. The pizza was nice. And I was going to do Muppet Vision 3D, but actually looking at the time, I've got a return for Alien Swirling Saucers pretty soon. So I think we'll go into Galaxy's Edge now to take a look around, and then we'll go ride that ride. And just while we're passing, the standby is 80 minutes for Rise of the Resistance. That is really not bad at all. All of the lightning lanes have gone for the day, but 80 minutes, that's very low. Oh, look who it is. It's one of Boris's friends. Hey! And we always kind of bypass this snack area. I think this is popcorn that they have here. So they have Outpost popcorn, which is a colourful blend of sweet and savoury flavours. Then they have buttered blue grains, no description about that. And then they also have coffee and a spiked cold brew. And I just ran into Bailey and her family there, so it's so nice to meet you guys, and thank you for saying hi. Oh, and this is interesting. The Ronto wraps, which are normally available here, this is closed, but it does say you can get the Ronto wrap at Docking Bay 7, which is just around the corner. So I'm not sure what that's all about, although the droid never gets to clock off apparently. And the time in standby, I think, is only, is that 50 minutes? Yeah, I think 50 minutes for Millennium Falcon, which is not too bad. But Galaxy's Edge is always impressive. Every single time you walk around this corner and see this view, it really is amazing. And it's looking very moody with the clouds today, which is kind of adding to the effect. And we won't be visiting Ogre's Cantina today, but I do love it in there. I'll link one of my vlogs where we go in and have a few drinks. It's a great place to go if you get the chance. It's really fun. I did just feel a spot of rain, so the brolly is on standby. When you feel a spot of rain in Florida, if you want my advice, get your umbrella ready, because it can go from one spot of rain to an absolute torrential downpour in about 3 seconds. And over here is where you can get the special Coke bottles. So they have Coke, water, Diet Coke and Sprite, and they are $6. I'm not sure about the water. The water's $4.25 and the sodas are $6, but these are really cute souvenir bottles that you can only get here in Galaxy's Edge. It's really not that busy back here at all for Galaxy's Edge. This is actually really easy to walk around. It's not crowded. Like you say, when it rains in Florida, it does not play around. But we're pressing on. We are going to go and try and get on our Alien Swirling Saucers ride, despite this crazy, crazy downpour. Okay, the camera is soaking, we are soaking, but we're in. We're into the lightning lane. And I haven't ridden this the last few trips, so this will be fun. And as you can see, there are actually two sides to this ride. So this one is operating. And currently this one is not. I guess it's to do with capacity. There's not that many people waiting for this ride at the moment. It is really coming down out there now. That rain is incredible. Oh my gosh. If it's like this, I am not riding Slinky Dog Dash in this rain. I don't even know if it operates. There is some kind of delay going on here. Hopefully this is gonna happen. I don't think it's anything to do with the rain. Okay, we are off the ride. We didn't go anywhere and we're now standing here, so I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, the ride is actually down due to the weather being so bad, because it's like the rain drives in sideways onto the ride. So everyone is just taking refuge here, and the cast member actually just let some people in to come and stand here because the rain is so bad. Okay, so this rain does not look as if it's going anywhere for the next few hours, and this attraction is down. Slinky Dog Dash is obviously not operating either. Normally I just press on in the rain, but if you can't actually do the attractions, I'm not sure. I think we might be getting rained off here. I think what I'm going to try and do though is still go across to One Man's Dream and take a look in there. It'll probably be busy because everyone's inside, and then maybe have a look in a couple of the stores on the way out. But in terms of riding rides, I think it is a washout. This is going to stay like this. I've just looked at the app, and yeah, I don't think we're going to get to ride either. Oh, we've got some thunder. Oh my gosh, it's the surface water more than anything. We're just going to go for it, otherwise I could be there all day It has actually brightened up a little bit, but the rain is still really coming down. So let's get ourselves over to One Man's Dream and get inside for a little bit. The sun and rain combination is very confusing right now. Let's see what the standby time is. 45 minutes. Sure, why not? So a bunch of people were just stood there hiding from the rain. I thought that was the line. So we're already inside. Who knows if this will actually be 45 minutes, I will let you know. There's literally nobody in here. Okay, yeah, basically it's a walk on. It is not 45 minutes at all, not even close. Yeah, that was literally a 5-minute wait, that was all. Okay, here we go.
Hey, partners! Welcome to the gang. Examinamos los resultados.
183, 800. Yay, that's not too bad. My accuracy is always pretty terrible though, 30%. Best in vehicle, although I'm the only person in the vehicle. I'm so surprised about that 45-minute wait actually being 5 minutes. The rain has stopped. That's good news for Slinky Dog Dash later. Okay, here we go. This is actually called Walt Disney Presents now, not One Man's Dream like it used to be called. And here is the man himself. I love this picture so much. I've got a very similar one in black and white at home. And this is basically a little walkthrough exhibition about Walt's life. It's really interesting actually, so if you ever have a bit of downtime or it is raining or anything like that, this is a great place to come. And here is one of Walt's desks, which he worked at during production of many early classics. And there's a piece here about Walt with his railroad. He had a railroad at his home. I think this is a picture of it here. I'm really excited for the railroad to reopen in the Magic Kingdom. It has just been so long now that it's been closed. And at the end there is a little film, and at the moment it's a preview of Lightyear by the look of it. Oh, now we can see the effect when you've just come out of aircon into the heat. Okay, I think we're still a bit hazy, but we're going to have to go with it. The weather has perked up in time for us to ride Slinky Dog Dash after all, which I'm very excited for. I think we are still a bit misty here. I did cancel my Millennium Falcon. I did not want to walk in that downpour and get absolutely soaked, so I cancelled it. That was fine, but we are going to get to do this ride. Oh, Slink, I thought it was too good to be true. I've just got up there. They are closed due to technical issues. I'm fairly doomed when it comes to this attraction. I'm so glad I got to do it last time. We seem to have trouble with this one every time. So I'm going to head out because that was the only thing I was holding on for. She said there's no estimated time it's going to come back up. It's 8:10 and the park closes at 9. So I don't want to hang around till then on the off chance and then turn out that I can't ride it anyway. So that is kind of a bummer. The real question I think is whether we've got time for a super swift Starbucks on the way out. Yep, we're good. There's literally no one in here, so it should just take me a second to get this and then we'll be on our way. I did get another one of these because the humidity is real right now. I am feeling hot, so I thought I needed a cold drink rather than a hot one. I will put the cost on the screen. And that is going to be it for Hollywood Studios today. I think we'll be back. Yes, we should be back this trip. So that is not the end for Hollywood Studios, just the end for today. Of quite a rainy day, I will say, but that's Florida for you. The skies do look pretty impressive in Florida though, even when it's raining. My gosh, my hair, the humidity is that bad this afternoon that it's actually making my hair crazy, and my hair normally does not react to humidity. I was just going to say walking to the bus. If you are staying at the Wyndham like I am, another option if you fancied going to Disney Springs is to get on a bus to Saratoga Springs, get off at Congress Park, and then you'll be right there to walk through to Disney Springs, and then walking from Springs to the Wyndham is like 5 minutes, so that's also an option you could do. I made the bus in plenty of time and someone's reclined this seat, so I am just living. I feel like I'm laying down. I literally have scarecrow hair. Have you guys ever seen anything like this? This is what downpour and this intense humidity apparently does to my hair. Not my finest hour hair-wise. So I'm back in the room, and slight issue. I just went to put some milk in my Joffrey's because I asked for a cup of water again to make my tea. Yeah, that's frozen solid. I just looked in the fridge and it's set to max and the dial is stuck, so I can't change it. So basically my fridge is a freezer, so I'm gonna have to ask them about that tomorrow. So as you just saw from the crazy frozen milk incident, we are back in the room and we are out of the crazy humidity. Honestly, that was pretty real. After we had that thunderstorm and the rain like cleared, the humidity was just unreal. Like, it was completely off the scale. But I really enjoyed my day at Hollywood Studios, despite the rain causing a bit of a menace at the end of the day there. It's very unfortunate when things like that happen because it can scupper your plans somewhat. I feel like it was a bit of a flop ride-wise because I was literally in the ride vehicle on Alien Swirling Saucers and they had to close it due to the weather. And then of course Slinky Dog Dash having technical trouble. These are all things that you just can't control. You can't control the weather, you can't control rides breaking down, but I still really enjoyed my time. I haven't seen the Indiana Jones show for such a long time. It was great to have a walk through Walt Disney Presents. I haven't done that for ages. And of course I had my sneaky 5-minute wait on Toy Story Mania when I thought it would be 45. And I had a new dining experience that I really enjoyed. So although things do go wrong sometimes, that is just the nature of it. Things don't always go smoothly. They don't always go to plan. Sometimes you have to change things, but as long as you're enjoying your time, which I always do, it's all good. When it is that rainy, like full on downpouring, that's the only thing that's a bit of a bummer. It is difficult then to walk around because you do just get completely soaking wet, but it cleared up, it was all good, and I hope you guys did enjoy the vlog. I purchased a drink on the way back in to the hotel, so I'll add that to today's total, and then I will put the final total up here on the screen for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be going to Epcot just very briefly in the morning because there's a quick thing that I need to do, and then I'm going to be heading over to Universal. It's been a while since I've been at Islands of Adventure, so I'm going to go there first. I should also mention that getting the bus back this evening was so much easier because the timing of it, I could just kind of get that Starbucks, walk out of the park, and then I just had 5 minutes or something to wait until the bus arrived, and then it was like 20 minutes back to the hotel, so that was super easy. I'm finding that with the buses, the only time the return journey is a little bit of a pain is back from the Magic Kingdom, because you have to do that journey across to the Ticket and Transportation Centre, or if you've just missed one or you're going to be super rushed to try and get to the next one and you can't necessarily be like running in the heat to try and get the bus, then you would have to wait an hour for the next one to come. So those are the only times it is a little annoying on the return journey, but otherwise it's been fine. You do have to remember to book your bus for each day. Sometimes I do it the night before, some days I've actually done it on the morning, and that's not a problem either. I've never had an issue not being able to get on to any of the buses. So although it's not quite as straightforward as the Disney buses where you literally just go to the bus stop and get on the next one and go to the bus stop to come back, and they're more frequent, but I have found that the buses here are on time. They arrive when they say they're going to. The pickup is when they say it's going to be. The buses aren't too busy, they're not full, you don't have to stand or anything like that. So yeah, for the most part it's been absolutely fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon to make sure you are always notified when I upload a new video every Saturday. Thank you so much for all your lovely comments and for saying hello in the parks. I love meeting you guys. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Here's the angry book. He doesn't appear too angry at the minute. Oh no, he is going for it now. He's mad.